How's your breathing? Tightness in your chest? Get winded easily? Blood pressure a little high? Could be a heart condition, some of which could be from, believe it or not, coffee and chocolate. I'll get more into that in a minute. It's that time of year when people are just not moving their bodies very much, and they eat a lot of comfort food and wonder why they get sick between January and April. So the first thing they think is, what do I take, right? Not what should I stop doing that's causing the problem. So they quickly try to get rid of their condition by taking a lot of something they think is healthy, like vitamins or some magic supplement that's trending online at the moment. But that's not good either. Too much of even a good thing can be a bad thing. The difference between medicine and poison is, of course, the dosage. For example, as you know, sea moss, it's a magical stuff. It's what makes my hair grow like crazy and Kara's hair grow like crazy. It has almost every mineral known to man, and it makes your hair grow like crazy. It helps the body form collagen. It's great for skin and bones. It's so good for you, unless you have a thyroid condition like hashimotos or Graves or goiter or hypothyroid. Sea moss is naturally rich in iodine, which can be helpful for people with an iodine deficiency. But for people with autoimmune or overactive thyroid, iodine can make things worse and should be avoided, especially if you eat it in excess. Again, dosage is everything. Sea moss isn't excessively high in iodine. It's not loaded in it, but it has a moderate amount. So it depends on how much you take. Each person is different. If you are experiencing like tight swelling in your throat or something like that, then obviously stop. If you're already taking iodine supplements or kelp, or you're on thyroid medication like levothyroxine or something like that, then you shouldn't take any chances. Kelp, by the way, is a lot higher in iodine than sea moss, so avoid kelp also. And don't take iodine drops. Those are way too concentrated. Even if you only take a drop or two, they are not bound with anything, and the thyroid cannot self-regulate, so it increases the risk of thyroid suppression and a lot of regret. So I'm going to make a video about why simply taking iodine won't fix the thyroid, and that might be my next one. Anyway, okay, so back to what too much of a good thing. Let's talk about iron. Very important. We need it, but like iodine, too much iron is quite toxic. And most people aren't really low in iron like they think. They're just not absorbing it properly. Blood tests can be very deceiving, so I wouldn't really go by that. If you have pale skin, you're tired a lot, you increase heart rate, your blood pressure issues, breathing problems, tightness in your chest, and the inside of your eyelids are whitish pink, not reddish pink, you may be low in iron. And simply taking iron supplements can make things a lot worse. The reason is, why isn't absorbing? That's really what you should be asking yourself. So I highly suggest you watch my iron video. I'll put a link down below. It's a really great video. It covers all kinds of stuff. But one of the reasons people have iron problems is foods that are high in tannins. Tannins block iron absorption, and guess what the worst culprits are? That's right. I'm sorry, but coffee, black tea, red wine, chocolate, dairy, and even calcium supplements. Actually, especially calcium supplements. Probably all the Christmas leftovers you're still snacking on. Hey, people like to say chocolate is good for your heart, and sure, it has some polyphenols that can temporarily improve blood vessel function for a few minutes, but chocolate is also high in tannins and other compounds that block iron absorption. And low iron can impair oxygen delivery. It worsens shortness of breath. It stresses the heart. And the same with red wine. I'm sorry, red wine is not high in resveratrol like people think. The alcohol is really bad for you. I made a video about that. Any alcohol is bad for you. Black tea, dairy, calcium again, and certain nuts and berries are high in tannins. Not that these foods are necessarily bad for you, but you shouldn't take them while also eating high iron foods. Like, don't eat chocolate after a meal. Unless, this is the part you're going to like, you are also taking lots of vitamin C at the same time. If you take vitamin C with your meal, you can get away with a lot more because vitamin C helps iron absorption. If you don't have my super vitamin C, squeeze a bunch of lemon on your food and your drinks. You also need sunlight because sunlight is needed for iron to absorb. And sure, you can take some questionable vitamin D, but that's not the same as real sunlight, which does so much more. Your bones turn to mush without sunlight. Your mood sinks into depression and your immune system tanks, making you vulnerable to just about anything. And this is the time of year when everybody gets sick and they wonder why. Even if it's cloudy outside, there's still sunlight coming through. Otherwise, it would be black outside. But getting back to not overdoing too much good stuff in an effort to counteract all the bad stuff, it doesn't work that way. If you have a heart condition because you sit around all day and not moving your body, you're eating chocolate and drinking coffee and red wine while scrolling endlessly on your phone, and you start having heart problems, you can't just shovel down a triple dose of my heart formula thinking that'll fix the problem. Those are powerful herbs, and too much of that can drop your blood pressure and make you pass out. There's probably people out there who think, oh, if a little is good, then a lot's a lot better, right? No, be careful. Herbal formulas are powerful stuff, at least mine are. And the answer isn't taking more of something. The answer is to stop doing the bad things that cause the problem. If you do take too much of something, and a lot of people do at some point, right? Which could be anything. It could be drugs, medication, herbs, any mystery stuff that makes you feel funny. Always have a jar of charconite on hand in case of emergency. It's activated charcoal and bentonite, two of the most powerful substances on earth that can absorb 10,000 times their weight in toxic substances. It's what hospitals use when someone overdoses on something. Pop 4 to 6 capsules in your mouth with a glass of water. Sit down and breathe. Enemas are good too. Get the enema bag. That's really good for stuff that's been in you for a while. Keep that for emergencies, like food poisoning or anything like that. Take charconite with you when you travel or you go celebrate somewhere or you get food poisoning. So you get it from both. You get healing from both ends. Charconite from this end, enemas from this end. Just be sure to drink lots of water because it can turn into cement if you don't. You are the policeman of your body. You control what goes in. You have full control of what you eat and drink. Don't give in to temptation. That 90 seconds of taste on your tongue isn't worth weeks or months of regret. Move your body, even if it's cold out. Bundle up and get out there like kids do. Play in the snow like kids. Breathe the fresh air. Do whatever it takes to huff and puff. Control what goes into your body and when. You are in charge. Be a good ruler of your kingdom. You have 6 trillion subjects. You have 6 trillion cells that will thank you and give you a great life in return. I'll see you in the next video.